right now. There are people who have not been patient with younger ministers as they rise because of pride. I've told you this, when you are mentoring and raising people, part of the responsibility of fatherhood is that you must be able to take a lot of nonsense from people as they are growing. You must know and be patient with people the same way God was patient with us. Spiritual pride, revelation, rhema, healing, prophecy. Africa, I speak to you by the voice of the Spirit. Men and women of God across this nation and across this continent, may we obtain grace from God to be humble. Some of these godlike things we continue to do, we need to pray that God will have mercy on us. Otherwise we'll keep falling like rain one by one at the instance of pride. Pride based on revelation, pride based on oratory, pride based on prophetic prowess, pride based on the miraculous, pride based on wisdom, pride based on all of these things. Anything spiritual. Except the Lord builds a house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord watches over a city, the watchman watcheth but in vain. It is vain to wake up early and to sleep late in the night, only to eat the bread of sorrow. So you want to keep growing spiritually, you want to keep accessing supernatural levels of power, let every lifting that God brings in your life culminate to a greater level of humility. Lord, I am so honored that you have granted me this access. Sometimes when I'm sitting before the Lord in the night and some of these revelations come, tears just come out of my eyes and I say, Lord, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have been merciful to me and I'm grateful. Jesus, you love me too much, oh, too much, oh, too much, oh, excess love, oh. Jesus, you love me too much, oh, too much, oh, excess love, oh. Spiritual pride. The second area of pride is God helping us. Tonight's message is hard, but just receive it with love. It is the way we make. The maker is making men. The second aspect of pride is called the pride of life. Please write it down. 1 John chapter 2 and verse 16. What is the pride of life? The pride of life is the self-exaltation. You see, that inordinate feeling of importance, that not confidence, self-exaltation based on obvious achievements. The pride of life is for people who have achieved something tangible. If you have not achieved anything, you can have pride, but not the pride of life. The pride of life is the self-glorification that is derived in the presence of obvious achievements. You have results to show for it. 1 John 2:16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. The pride of life. Jeremiah chapter 9 from verse 23 to 24. The prophet, speaking by the Spirit, admonishes us. Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom. It does not mean to not celebrate your wisdom. You know what pride is? The refusal to acknowledge God as the basis for your success. The refusal, the ashamedness, the moment you are embarrassed to let people see Jesus as the basis for your victory. You want to so enjoy that spotlight. You don't want God to interrupt this spotlight. Lord, I've waited all my life to shine, and now that the spotlight is on me, Jesus, get out of the way. Let me not have any interruption. Let me enjoy and savor the moment. Let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches. What is the pride of the believer? 24. But let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord which exercise loving kindness, judgment, righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord. Everyone say the pride of life. This is where all other groups now come in. Politicians, successful people, businessmen. God intends to lift us, but we must be careful. Our world has a very superior architecture. They can design a house where you will die when you rise. They will design it psychologically. They will call you names. They will flatter you. They will create all kinds of things. And many of us subconsciously, we may not know, I've arrived, we call it. I don't know what I've arrived. That's the one I know. Are we together? Yes. I've arrived in ministry. I've arrived in politics. I have some millions or some billions in my account. You know what made the rich man foolish? Read the Bible. It was not his money. The problem was not the rich. The problem was the fool. You know what made him foolish? He built his barns and stored the things there, and he said, my soul, find rest. Find rest not in God. Find rest in that money. And God said, today your soul is required of you. My father used to tell us many years ago that no matter who you are, no matter where you go to, make sure you fight pride. I think it's one of the most outspoken virtue that he pounded in our heads growing. Pride. May God bless him for this in the name of Jesus Christ.